coming out of the closet can be a very difficult thing to do. But here's how I did it and my thoughts on it. This is more comfortable than the wardrobe. So I knew I was gay fairly early on, certainly by the time I was 10, although I suppose I didn't completely understand or comprehend sort of everything about that. But I didn't come out until I was in my 20s. This is when I had my first experiences, first boyfriend and all that sort of thing. And I mean, it can be quite a daunting prospect. I mean, anyone that's ever done it will have their own story and experiences regarding it, you know, and sadly, even now, not all of them are positive, which is just disgusting, really, because, you know, it isn't something that you choose in life. But, you know, I decided to come out when I was in my 20s because I just couldn't not anymore, really. And you know, it didn't really cause me any problems. I mean, when I was at school and college, in fact, I used to get picked on quite a bit for numerous reasons. But I mean, one of the things that I was always called was gay, and I think that in itself didn't help with, you know, wanting to come out, because just the amount of, you know, then grief and bullying was, you know, it was unpleasant, as any kind of bullying is, you know. But I made the conscious decision after school and college that I would, you know, come out to my friends and family, and at this point my parents were separated, so I can't actually remember. I think I told my mum first. And so, where we lived, there was like a house and a flat, and I lived in the flat. And I asked her to come over, and mind me, she came over, sat down, and I was like, look, you know, I've got something I need to tell you. And she's like, okay. And then I was very nervous about it, and sort of, I wasn't telling her, even though that's what I sort of asked her to come over for. I was sort of going, you know, you know, and she was just like, you know, can you hurry up, I'm doing the washing. So I sort of, I came out with it. I sort of said, look, you know, Mum, I'm gay. And she sort of looked at me and she went, right, okay. He said, well, just be careful, don't catch anything. Is that everything? Oh, yeah. I said, okay, I'm going to go finish the washing. And that was it. It was, you know, all that worry that I'd had was sort of didn't. It was, you know, I didn't need to worry, basically, you know. And I think out of my two parents, I was probably more worried about telling my dad than my mum. You know, because my dad's, you know, I don't know what the word is, but, you know, he's like, you know, kind of, you know, he doesn't take crap off people and things like that. You know, I don't know really why that would matter. You know, I mean, the one thing both my parents have always been is incredibly protective over, you know, like myself and my sister. Even now, I mean, I'm 36 and I'm still protective. But I used to go for a drink every week with my dad, and we'd gone. I'd meet him at the pub, and I said, you know, look, can we sit in my car and I need to speak to you before we go into the pub with, you know, and have a drink. And he said, oh, okay, yeah. So we went and sat in my car, and, you know, I said, look, Dad, sort of a bit of a pause and a bit more, you know, fluffing. I'm gay. And he went, okay. So you're going to get a drink now? And that was it. And, you know, I was very relieved and very pleased at the same time with that, because I think I was petrified, I think, if I'm honest, of telling him. And so my hair's really annoying me. And so, you know, that it was good. It was years and years later. We were at a family christening, and both my parents were there, and usual drinking and things were ensuing. And I was talking to my dad. I can't remember how we even got onto the subject, and we were on about like when I told him. And he's like, "Yeah," I said, "You were worried about telling me, weren't you?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "You more than Mum." I said, "All right." He goes, "Can you remember when you were little and you wore that stupid hat?" I should explain. When I was about 10, we went to a shop and there was this hat, and I badgered my parents like mad to have this hat because I really liked it, and it was quite expensive. And they're like, "Look, if you buy this hat, gotta wear it." And yeah. And I did. It was never off my bloody head until my sister hid it, little sod. Anyway, getting off. He goes, "Anyway, you remember when you bought that stupid hat?" I said, "Yeah." I said, He said, "Well, I knew that." And I said, "Well, I said, you could have told me. It would have, it would have really helped." But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it would have done. So yeah, and so it's kind of funny that he'd already sort of really thought it, and although I'd known for a long time, it's just something that I never, just because, especially. I mean, I think it's a lot better now. I'm still not there by any means, but I think it's widely a lot more accepted now, especially here in England. I know sort of certainly places in America it's still very much no, and other countries it's you can still be put to death for it, and it's yeah. I mean, you've got to feel for people that live in those kind of areas, really, because it's well, yeah. And getting off topic again, but yeah. So I mean, that was my, and I can't remember if I told my sister. You know what? I can't even remember telling my sister actually, either of my sisters, but they were both fine with it anyway. They love it, so it's fine. As for my friends, well, obviously, any gay friends I have through, that sort of thing. I mean, one of my friends, Phil, I wasn't out when I first started talking to him. I think he's probably one of the first people that I told, but he already, obviously, he was gay, he knew I was gay, he'd already clocked it, and I used to spend, I sort of said, he used to work in the local video store, and he was hinting of like, sort of, that we should talk and stuff, but I never really, I was like, well, I'm not going to say anything, I was still very guarded then. So eventually he said, to me, I'm gay. And I think we may exchange emails or something, and then we spoke, and then I used to spend like hours just being up there and talking to him, because he was like the only sort of gay friend that I had, and I think that actually was quite helpful, quite good for me, to be honest. Some of my other friends, my straight friends, they were like, especially my friend Pete, when I told him, like, "Oh yeah, we already know. We were just waiting for you to tell us." So I mean, again, they already knew. So I mean, you could possibly find that when you finally do come out, that some of the people certainly that you tell will already know. I mean, there are still people now that I bump into. We've had some new people come in at work, and if you're, one of them is like, "Is he? Isn't he not?" Or I think one of the girls said to one of the others, "He sometimes comes across as a bit camp." She said he could almost, well, obviously one of the others, "No, he is gay. It's not the fact that he's a little bit camp. He is gay." You know, it's like, oh, well, okay. You know, so I mean, people still don't always know. But you know, I think the thing about sexuality is, at the end of the day, my sexuality is nobody's business but my own. And it's got nothing to do with anybody else. And, you know, I don't feel that anyone can or has the right to judge me on that because, well, they don't. You know, there are those people out there that obviously, you know, think I'm going to go and burn in hell and all that rubbish, which is just, well, rubbish. But I think, you know, coming out, it can be scary, it can be a big thing. It shouldn't be a big thing. I think that's probably more the point. But I think anyone that's considering it, or anyone that you know, is unsure about it, I think there are key things to remember. First is, you know, do it in your own time. Do it to your timetable. Don't let anybody make you feel like you have to do it. You know, this is your life and it's your decision, and nobody else should ever make that for you. If you're not ready, if you don't feel ready, then don't do it. Secondly, you know, if there's one person that you trust above anybody else, then, you know, they're probably the best person to start with. But saying that, sometimes, like in my case, talking to somebody who is a complete stranger can be helpful. If you know that there's somebody, you know, if someone, you know, recognises that you are gay and they're gay, and they sort of, you know, they want to talk to you, then talk to them. You know, it can be a great way to start feeling relaxed with yourself and about yourself, and then help you move forward with, you know, the other parts of your life. You know, and I think, and the other thing as well is just, you know, remember that, you know, anyone that you come out to, if they give, you know, if anyone gives you a negative reaction, then they are not worthy of you or your time. They really aren't. Because, you know, whether you're, you know, a gay guy, a gay woman, or, you know, or, you know, anything else that you know, you identify with, then if they can't accept you as that, then they're not true friends in the first place, and you can frankly do without them, because it doesn't change you as who you are. You are still exactly the same person, you know. And if people can't see that, then frankly that's their loss, and, you know, they're the kind of people that the world is better without, to be perfectly honest, because it's just wrong. You know, anyone who tells anybody that they are worth less than somebody else is not worthy of anyone's time, because at the end of the day, we are all individuals, and we are all worthy of you know, of being who we are and who we want to be and who we have the right to be. So, you know, don't let people upset you or influence you. You know, your life is yours for living, and this is, you know, I mean, I am a gay man, but it doesn't define who I am. You know, what defines me are, I don't know, what does define me? That's a good question. Didn't think about that. What defines me, though, you know, is me as a whole, my personality, how I am with people, the things I do, the way I affect other people's lives. They are the things that define me, not whether I'm gay or straight or, you know, and, you know, anything else. You know, so don't ever let anybody put you down for it, certainly, you know. But like I say, just do things in your own time. You know, you might think, you know, if you're not out, and, you know, you might just see this huge barrier in front of you that you don't know how to break through it. You don't know how to lift that weight off your shoulders, and it can feel like that. But just take your time. You know, if there are people, there are always support groups that you can go and speak to. There are numerous places where you can get help and advice wherever you live. And just relax. Do it in your own time. Be comfortable with yourself and who you are. And, once you've done that, you'll be ready to tell anyone and everybody that you wish to. People go on about, it's like football. There's got to be gay footballers, but none of them, or very few of them, ever come out. It wasn't that long ago that Tom Daley came out, and a big deal was made about it. And the fact that he did was fantastic. It's great for people, and it's great for gay rights. It's great that he felt happy and comfortable to do that. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't have been that big a deal as well. I think that's why we still need to push forward with, the rights of any minority group, not just gays, but anybody, because until we get over that thing where if somebody is a certain way or a certain thing, it's not a big deal. I'm gay, it's not a big deal. Tom Daley is gay, it's not a big deal. He's still an Olympic diver, he's still hot, he's still a guy, and he's still going to get up every morning and have breakfast and go training and do any of the other crazy shit that he does. So, and it's the same for me, apart from, without the good looking, hot or crazy shit. So really not like me at all, but But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Because there are so few sports personalities and people like that out, it is made into a big deal, but it's not. And, to be fair, whether he was gay or not is irrelevant to what he does. And it's nobody's business, it's not my business. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not unhappy about it, but it's really nothing to do with me. Anyway, I don't know if any of that made any sense whatsoever, but if it does help anybody, then, well, that's good. And I will see you next time, and thank you very much again for watching. Goodbye.